Okay, this is just a quick video, quick rundown of the bike that I'm riding and all the videos. So for starters, it's a Specialized Secteur, which Specialized made back in 2013. They've stopped doing this particular model with all the particular features on that this bike has, because most of them didn't work very well. Slightly unfair to Specialized. Most of them did work, but some of the things they tried, like thumb shifters, weren't such a success. The bike itself, the frame is really nice. It's got a really nice shape to it, a really nice feel. And the only thing that is slightly irritating is the curve on the top bar, which means that you have a cable running. Let's see if I can show you. You have this gap running on the top of the cable between the bar, which is a bit of a nuisance. But apart from that, the bike is really nicely set up from the factory. I've made a couple of modifications to it. Some of them kind of essential. Having wheels that work properly is always good. But they weren't so much modifications as things that have happened quite recently, really. The wheels are done probably around the 4,000 to 4,500 mile mark, and the hubs were essentially unserviceable. Every time they were serviced, they were pitting because the wheels were out of shape. So it just got very expensive, basically, to continue to get those serviced, when really a complete replacement with better hubs was just the best way to do it. So that's what I did. That's the biggest modification I've made. So I had both wheels replaced with R500s, and I've been informed by my bike shop, Mike's Bikes in Portishead, plug for them there, that they are cyclocross tested. And given that I just mainly ride on the road, that's good enough for me. The other thing that I've had changed is the shifters, the thumb shifters that they had. So there was a thumb shifter down in here, whereas most road bikes, as I've now got, have the two levers. The thumb shifters were a freaking nuisance. They were fine to actually use to change gear, but they were wearing down very fast. The materials inside weren't quite up to scratch. So after about a year or so, they were very hard to change gear. There was very little feel in the gear change. So those were changed. That was a nice expensive day. They were 120 quid. You do get two for that, so you know, two for the price of one and all that, but still 120 quid for those. That's one of the modifications. Obviously, like I say, the wheels had changed. This one had changed today, and the rear one had changed a couple of weeks ago. And they're both running really nicely now, so really secure. The bike feels really planted. The other change, obviously, I've had done is I've had a pannier rack fitted. This is the universal rack, which fits almost all bikes, which is handy and gives you loads of adjustment up here. And these bars actually twist to fit almost any frame on any bike, so they can be fitted to pretty much any bike, which is handy. Makes me also easy to remove should I need to, because they're designed to be adjusted. Those are the sort of big modifications. Obviously I've had it serviced and had bits and pieces replaced, but by and large that's all I've actually had modified and changed. The other thing I'll quickly show you on this bike is the mount for my videoing whilst I'm out riding. There's a nice little cheap thing I've got on Amazon, but it's very secure, bolted in really nicely. It doesn't fit perfectly onto road bike handlebars. Yeah, this is the front light that I use. Some hope. It costs an absolute fortune, so it's easily removable, but it is unbelievably powerful. And this isn't going to show you just how powerful it is, but I have been warned before that I'm dazzling drivers with that one. But it's very good on remote roads and things. It is almost like having headlights. The other really good thing with the way this is mounted is that I can twist it. Obviously it can be tightened underneath here, but twisting it allows, obviously, in traffic, to be able to get the attention of other road users when you're commuting and things like that. Being able to move the light, and obviously that change often makes them look properly. Obviously you've got to keep an eye and make sure it's not working itself loose, because it's just a screw bolted down here. But I find that quite handy. It was disconcerting when it first happened because I thought it was breaking, but it's not. It is a little bit designed to do that. Yeah, so whilst I'm showing you around the bike, I'll show you a bit of damage that I've done already. I've done some pretty big damage, but this was about 2 days after I've had this fitted. Had this reflector fitted to the back of my pannier rack, because obviously with the panniers fitted, the reflector on the back of the bike is harder to see. So I had that one fitted. So I took it up the stairs at work and I smashed it.